What's up YouTube, and welcome back to another video of Chef Michelle's Life Plus 8. Alright guys, so I haven't done a video in a very long time, but this video is going to be about an update with what I'm going through with my landlord. And so the last video that I posted, I pretty much posted a court date that I went to. It was regarding monies that the landlord said that I owed him. It was about $6,000, but I won that case. I walked out with a zero balance. And so, as you guys know, if you're still following me, I am looking for a place to live because the landlord does not want me to live in his home, regardless of the fact that each and every court date that I've gone through, I've won those cases. Regardless, he says that he's basically in need of a place to stay. So it's not easy looking for a place due to my circumstances. So again, if you guys are new to my page and you don't really know my situation, I am a mom of 8. 7 of my kids live with me. But basically, yeah, we've been living in this particular home for 5 years. And so back in 2023, my landlord asked me to move out due to the fact that he owed me money. Like, the situation is so complicated. There's so much to my story. I think it's better that you guys just, scroll through my page. There's a playlist called My Eviction Journey with my landlord, and you can basically see the different stories or whatnot. But just to give you guys a brief summary, as I said, I am a mom of 8. 7 of my kids live with me, and I've been facing a eviction since 2023, but I've been fighting it since 2023, and each time I go to court I win. But to be honest with you guys, I thought about it, right? And I said to myself, why fight to stay somewhere where you're not wanted, right? Even though how I looked at it like, I've been there for five years. I've, did really good with paying my rent and stuff like that. My kids are stable in their school, and a lot of other reasons as well, guys, is, pertaining to like how the landlord came about asking me to leave was just really messed up. Again, due to the fact that he owed me money, and then it turned into, well, you need to find another place to stay. So, because of the way things came about, that's the reason why I wanted to fight to stay in the house that I'm in. But anyway, guys, like I say, I thought about it and I said to myself, I really need to fight to try and find another place to stay. But as I stated, it's not easy because of many reasons. Number one, I'm on assistance. If you guys follow me, you should already know that, but I'm on assistance. The amount of children that I have, my credit is not the greatest. And so all those things, landlords look at that and they don't want to accept me, right? So when I tell y'all, I have spoken to hundreds of landlords, hundreds, and I'm not even lying. My marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, and Kijiji, I've been talking to so many landlords, and I'm just gonna be real with you guys. Each and every time when I speak to these landlords, like for example on Facebook Marketplace, I'll see a house for rent and then I'll respond to it with, is this place still available? And then I'll give basic information about, my family, because they're gonna ask anyway. Most of these landlords right away, they have a full description of, questions they want you to answer, such as how many people, what's your income status, and employment status. So again, I'm on assistance. When it comes to employment status, I have to explain to them that I'm on assistance. And then when I explain to them that I'm on assistance, automatically they're like, nope, they don't want to accept. So, pretty much I get ghosted by landlords. Or they'll make up like some type of excuse like, oh, my house is not big enough for your family, even though I'm looking at three 3 bedrooms with full basements, and I'm looking at 4 bedrooms. Mind you, y'all already know the cost of living, the cost of housing is crazy. Rent is 3,000 plus. If you find a home cheaper than $3,000, you're blessed. But yes, the cost of housing is really crazy. Rent is really, really expensive. And, I've been trying my best to find a place to stay. And so at this point, I feel like the only thing left is a shelter. And I don't want to bring my kids into a shelter because they've been in shelters numerous of times when, they were younger. And I was going through abusive relationship. I had to flee to VAW shelters. But that was when I first moved to Canada, and thank God I've gotten out of that situation where I'm not in and out of shelters due to domestic violence. Of course, that's a whole nother story, but I'm just saying I don't want to bring my kids to a shelter, especially at their big age, because I have teenagers. The little kids, it may not be as hard, but taking teenagers to a shelter, it's just going to be a big problem, and I don't want to do that. But the way things are looking, it's like I can't find a place to stay. I've really been trying. As I said, this whole eviction thing started back in 2023 when the landlord first asked me to go. And I searched. I looked at so many different houses. And like I say, I basically got rejected when the landlords found out about my income, my credit, the amount of kids that I have. Those are the things that, I got rejected for. So, I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. But it's very exhausting. It's very frustrating when you're trying your best. And it could make you really, really depressed, to be honest with you, when you can't find a place to stay, because it's not just me, but I have 7 other people behind me that needs a place to stay as well. If it was just me, I'd be all good, right? But it's me and 7 other people. So yeah, like I say, I just did this video to give you guys an update. I have a upcoming court date. I believe it's the end of June, or maybe the middle of June, one of those days. It could be the beginning of June. Honestly, I don't even want to, think about it, right? And I'll just get that done when it's, I don't know, guys. Y'all understand what I'm trying to say? Like, I know the court date, they sent the paperwork out, but it's so overwhelming. It's like you just want to put it to the back of your head, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, it's sometime in June that I have the court date to find out if I'm actually going to get evicted. And so my lawyer did tell me, with situations like mine, the adjudicator, which is what they call it adjudicator here, they just look at the situation and see, how it works. She said they could possibly ask me to go, and they'll probably give me like 30 days or 60 days to move or something like that. Probably 30 days, right? Sometimes less time than that. So we'll just see what happens. Like I said, guys, just want to give you guys this update. My eviction court date is coming up in June. And I'm currently still looking for a house to live in. I'm hoping that I can find a place to stay, and then I won't have to go to this court date. So we'll see what happens. So in the comments, I know there's going to be a lot of talk about, well, what are you looking for sympathy? You're on assistance and everything like that. You need to go out and get a job, because I've done many videos talking about my journey with my landlord. And those are the type of comments that I get, which is okay. But I'm making this video because there could be someone out there that's in a similar situation like mine, that has a lot of kids, maybe bad credit, on assistance, and looking for a place to stay. And if that is you, then, I just want to encourage you to keep going. You have to have faith, even though for me, like I said, I've been looking for a place, and it just seems like I keep running into dead ends. This is what you have to do. You have to just believe and have faith that everything is going to work out. You can't worry about it, right? You have to trust in God and believe that God is going to make a way no matter what, no matter what it looks like. Because for me, I mean, this is just crazy being rejected um, from so many different landlords is just crazy, guys. So I hope this video encouraged someone to keep going, keep praying, and believing that God is going to make a way, because this is definitely what I have to tell myself on a daily basis. Anyway, guys, leave in the comments below what y'all think. I'll see y'all on the next video. Bye, guys.